for a week and two, we are good in English, we are understanding. All of you are understanding. I accept and I agree. But at here, practice is something. At here, these techniques which we are going to discuss in upcoming sessions as well is going to prepare you for 6 and 6.5, not for 7 plus. And 6 and 6.5, it is going to prepare those students who are good in grammar session. And if you are not good in even the basic grammar, the concept, the sentence structure, the subject verb agreement, the punctuation, and the starting, closing, the connection of ideas, coherence, cohesion, if all those things are clear to you, the techniques are going to prepare you for 6.5 band, not 7. Right here, 7 and 6.5 plus even is going to come by your dedication. Right, those students whom I saw in my personal life, to whom I observed, they were not able to understand a single sentence in reading paragraph, but later on they got 6.5, and I was not expecting 5 from them. The reason was they shown little bit dedication. They just took it little bit serious. Right now, as far as now the words, the topic is moving somewhere else, but as far as now you have just given it time, so give it little bit seriously, give it with passion and enjoy it. Right, just if your requirement is 6 or 5.5 or 6.5, why not you can get 7.5 if others can get 8.5. Right, just prepare for yourself for that. And it is not tough, it is not difficult. What is it's English, right? Comparatively, you can search even and you can research. English is the easiest language in the whole world. Right now, nothing is difficult, and also international, so that's why you're listening on daily basis, you are speaking, reading. Okay, now furthermore, now if you became able to understand one paragraph in one time and within 1 minute, then you are able to get 8 band, 8 plus. Otherwise, if you are spending too much time at the beginning, it is fine. Spend 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes on single paragraph. 100% I would appreciate. You are doing good, right? But later on, yes, when you are reading a paragraph for the first time means like if you are taking a start right now, you should read one paragraph for 2 times, 3 times, not less than 2 times, 2 times, 3 times. Because at here you should actually become familiar that what is important in reading is understanding it. Right? It is not to only read with fast speed and fast fluency. Okay. Yes. Now, each paragraph contains, we are moving in the further discussion. Until now, if anyone is having any query, you are pleased to ask. Yes. Yes, Amir is here. He texted me. Yes, until now, if anyone is having any query, otherwise I would ask. Yes. Okay, now each paragraph contains a reason and result. Yes, you are also requested if you face query and if you become unable to ask directly, or if you face the difficulty because of any circumstance, you can ask also in the concerned group or in the private chat. Okay, now at here we have some reason and result for each kind of paragraph. And that is, the paragraph contains sometimes advantages, sometimes contain disadvantages, or these. Now, advantages paragraph cannot come along with disadvantages, as earlier one of the student from the ID, yes, I think she is not here. Yeah, from the ID 𝐷𝐿. Yes, I forgot the name, sorry. Now, she mentioned that paragraph contains one idea. Now, one idea means advantages. One idea does not mean that disadvantages would also come along with that, right? I mean to say that disadvantages, if your question is regarding advantage or brighter side of something, brighter side of the opinion, then you must search it where? In the advantages paragraph. Yeah. And the darker side, unfortunately or regrettably, regret kinds of information, the negative impressions would be searched out in disadvantage paragraph. But both paragraphs, these two are going to be in the separate paragraph, the ideas, right? Advantage and the other paragraph, but both would come where? In the passage. If advantages are here in paragraph number 2, disadvantages would be in paragraph number 3. It cannot come in paragraph number 2. It cannot come in paragraph number 6. Because expository paragraph position is here, and disadvantages is actually going to be discussed in explanatory or expository paragraph. Means because these are the similarities. And we discussed earlier that similarities, comparisons. Similarities come under the comparison, and comparison of the things would be discussed where in the expository paragraph, right? Problem solution, expository paragraph, agree disagreement, expository paragraph. These kinds of information in the questions, the answer must be searched out in paragraph number 2 to 4, 5. These few paragraph. Here I can show you the practical example. Yes, here you can see. Now, the student has mentioned, I don't know which book is this. I would search out, I would then mention, I think book 13 or something like that, of 𝐈𝐍𝐬𝐼𝐿TS book. Anyhow, at here, this is narrative paragraph. You can see the word threatened. Polar bears are being threatened by the effects of climate change, but they disappear. Now, at here, something regarding the polar bears, that how they are threatened is going to be discussed in this paragraph. Now, the idea is going to automatically fit in your mind by just focusing that this is narrative paragraph. Here, the author would discuss regarding past, like the title is why we need to protect the bears, the polar bears. Now, the information regarding their past would be discussed in first paragraph. That is called narrative paragraph. Here in the second paragraph, author would explain, author would discuss the similarities, the differences, the advantages, the disadvantages, the new ideas, the new information. Yeah, the kinds of polar bears are the diseases which are any other problem. The kinds of those problems would be also mentioned so far in the second paragraph, third paragraph, fourth paragraph. Why? Expository, expository, expository. You see, now you would also find out it here in any passage, and this is going to give you the pleasure. And along with that, you must also give a title, separate title from your own side to each paragraph for the reason to recall and cover whole information in a single glimpse. Right? Okay. Now, in the next paragraph here, this is persuasive. These three, you can call it three because this one is the having 2 lines only. Persuasive, where the author would discuss to convince the readers. Convincing opinions words would be mentioned at here. Yes, it's seemingly out of frustration when they have just missed. Many bears have been seen to be. Now here such words, some words would clearly mention that author actually wants to convince the reader, right? Uh, I'm searching for that. Yes, okay, overall, I'm sorry, the words are a little bit small. Anyhow, at here, the idea must be clear to you, like what author is going to discuss in these few paragraphs, right? Okay. Furthermore, we have the flow of paragraph, which is already been discussed, but let me discuss it again with little bit more 2 words addition. Yeah, the flow of paragraph means to cover each paragraph within a minute, right? Not less, not more than a minute, at least 2 minutes, maximum 1 minute minimum. Yeah, now, within flow of paragraph, you can look. Psychology says you can understand and observe the person through his writing and her writing. How he writes also indicates, also depicts the personality of that person. If someone writes and show his writing to you, you can analyze what kind of person is this, because through writing you can analyze his character, his personality. Right now, at here, through writing, you can also understand the other idea through only even the initial word of each sentence. For example, if admittedly is used by author, and after admittedly the author is going to share something, now only by looking at admittedly word, you can analyze that author can share some brighter opinion. Why? Some positive opinion. Why? Because brighter stand for the positive, positiveness, right? The advantage, right? The benefit, the usefulness. Now, if admitted on the brighter side, on the right side, on the one hand, these kind of phrases are words, the conjunctive adverbs, these connectors, the transitions, these are going to mention also the meaning, the whole message, the meaning, like what the author wants. Now, if author use unfortunately, here unfortunately word can give you the whole message 100%, like the author is now going to share any drawback, any disadvantage, any negative perception. Even you would not have read so far the whole sentence, but by looking only at the beginner word, you can analyze what the author is going to discuss in the upcoming discussion in the next sentence, right? Okay, so by looking at the first sentence, the first word, you must analyze what the other. This is called flow of paragraph, and flow of paragraph also helps you in writing fluency. and writing consistency, and writing with coherence and cohesion, right? Okay, now each paragraph is having a structure and each paragraph is having a length. And professional paragraph contains 4 sentences, 4 to 8 sentences. And if we talk about the structure, each paragraph is also having a structure. Some paragraph starts from the topic sentence, and then there would be details, explanation, examples, reasons, results, kinds, ideas, new information, right? New observation. These different things can be discussed in a single paragraph. Yeah, all would stand on one idea, and that one idea, like each paragraph, at the beginning of the lecture we mentioned what is paragraph. You people say one idea, paragraph contains one idea. That one idea can be discussed firstly by starting, then little bit explanation, then examples, then reason, then proof for that, and then along with that some ideas, observation, hypothesis. Now, like a lot of information would be there in paragraph in simple words, but that paragraph, a lot of information would convey only single idea, only single, and that single idea would be hidden in one sentence. This is very interesting, and this is very like a kind of secret point, that one idea of the whole paragraph, which would have examples, reason, result, would be mentioned and included in one single sentence. That single sentence can come at the beginning, that single sentence can come at the in the mid, that single sentence can come at the end. What does it mean? Some paragraph, now focus on the point, perception, what I want to convey. Some paragraph starts from the topic sentence. They discuss details, they ends with the topic sentence, the major idea. Some starts from the major idea, the like what the paragraph want to convey, and they ends with the explanation and examples. Some paragraph starts from the normal information, normal words would be shared, the information, examples, explanation, and they ends with the major sentence. That major sentence would convey that major sentence would actually clear the whole information about that paragraph. Some paragraph starts with the details, explanation, examples, but in the mid they are going to share those paragraph, the main major information, and after major information they're again going to cover the details, explanation, and would be completed again with explanation and example. Now, what does it mean and why we discuss it? If you would go through heading finding list, you should not read a half paragraph. You should not read the last lines. You should not read only the mid lines. You should not read only the beginning lines. Why? Because the topic major only sentence. The topic major only sentence can come at the beginning, can come in the mid, can come at the end. I hope it is clear, right? This recording would be also shared with you, this class recording. But this statement you should get, the topic main idea, there where when you go through heading finding list, you should read the whole paragraph for that. Now, there is 2 techniques to go through heading list. Firstly, when you read, like the best way, I appreciate and I would recommend the best way to read the title. After reading the title, do not go through passage. Read the questions, read the headings. After reading headings, after reading questions, in each question, underline the major words, what the question is asking, the major words, the major information, right? Highlight those. And in each heading, and just note and keep the headings in your mind. And after reading the paragraph, you can analyze like this heading is fixing or going to fit. This is one technique. Another technique, when you would read the headings, and after reading headings, if you would go through the passage, there you can easily understand like which heading is going to fit with which kind of paragraph. One idea. The other way of going through heading list is when you read a paragraph, firstly, you should read, when you just look at the passage, you should read the title, the questions. First title, second the question. Just avoid headings, avoid. Now, after reading the title and the question, the third stage to read each paragraph, 7 paragraph. You understood? But the first, after reading the first paragraph, never jump to the second. Until and unless you give a passage, a topic or title from your side. Like what you read, just give it a title. And after later on, when you move, after giving it a title, later when you just jump to the second paragraph, give it also a title. after covering. Give 7 title to 7 paragraph and compare those 7 title topics with those list of headings which would be 9 or 10 in number, right? And this is going to give you 100% the best benefit to just get the like here you would not read the whole paragraph again and again and again for just fitting the heading with that. In heading you would just only compare your heading with the heading list, right? This is going to help you in that way. Okay, here the session time is going to an end, and I would just ask you for an excuse. If you have any question or query, you are requested to ask me in the personal and the concerned group. It would be appreciated. Thank you. Because the session time is ending, and the further discussion I can. Yeah, on Saturday we would have a reading test, speaking mock test, and further. And the next 2 lectures are very important also for the reading session, right? So must join on time. And if I don't mention that what time would be class, so it would be 9:30 Pakistani time, right? Okay. Any question, any query? Otherwise, goodbye from my side. And you're requested to ask, and the concerned group are in the private chat.